like don't mess up enough to lose to Ices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it seems I haven't seen him versus Ices, so to speak, very often, but he's that type of Fox that would do very well in the matchup.
There is always like a controversial matchup too, because even the players that kind of boast that they're good at the matchup, they still lose to them. Like it happens, you know. I mean, you've got people like from my home country. Professor Pro is always very good at the matchup. Chillin, Fiction, you know, they all boast kind of like, yeah, I'm good at this matchup. There's very basic things. ICs are bad, but it's one of those matchups you get caught a little bit. You don't execute something, you don't quite pass that test, and that's it. Your stocks are gone in like a heartbeat. So
I think it's one of those matchups that for both characters is very high variance. So even if you're a much better player, and usually in most other matchups that means you're going to win 99% of the time, in this matchup the most you can win is like 70% of the time or something.
Yeah. Some gorgeous down tilts as well by IBDW, trying to space just far enough away that you won't have the issue with Ices. Ices really tricky as well. A lot of the Blizzard setups are really hard to get around as well. Because the effective range of that is quite long, and I don't think people really understand quite how far it goes. And you can just run in with a Nick, get caught with the Blizzard setups into wobbles, and then that's it. Your stock gone. That's it. But gorgeous spacing from IBDW. Had a little setup there. Doesn't quite manage the wobble though. Okay,
that time we get him. Only a little bit more damage. Slug did miss an edge guard opportunity there, which could have hurt him very badly. This is looking like a pretty overstock.
Nana is gone. Guess the up air there, yeah. Fresh start, Nana's back. Take a breathe, Slug.
If you haven't seen Melee that much before, and I don't know if it's been on stream yet, the Ices have this thing called wobbling, where they can grab you, and then lock you in hit stun for a very long time until your percent's high, and then smash you away and take your stocks. They have effectively a grab. If the setup is clean enough, you'll see this.
There it is.
Which is a one-hit KO. Sometimes I take for granted what the viewers probably know, and I think it's very fundamental for them to know that this is what IBDW will be playing around for the majority of the match.
And it's very frustrating too. A lot of players get quite frustrated by it. It's a very tilting sort of move for a lot of people.
Literally, there's a tilt after every pummel.
There's literally a tilt, yeah. But I do see some, which is more tilting, if you will. Sometimes the players will let go because they're like, that's it, the wobble's done, but people can drop the wobble. And then they end up getting punished for not having their hands on the controller when it happened. I'm trying to, some famous ones would be Johnny, I think, comes to mind, S2J. I want to say it's a Summit, he like kind of dropped the controller and was like, well, I'm getting wobbled, and needless to say they dropped it because you have to keep a consistent pace for the viewers at home who don't know what wobbling is. It can be dropped, so don't take your hands off the controller ever. Top tip from Charlie today. Don't do it.
Yes, never give up. There's always a chance.
Never give up.
Always a chance they're going to drop it. Wow.
Oh, gets caught there in the jump.
Yeah, good up air reads from Slug. I guess he knows that IBDW knows that the Ices have a hard time contesting the area above them very safely. And so Slug is going for those up airs. Fortunately, he loses his backup climber. It's going to be
the Sopo versus the Fox.
Yeah, not a great matchup, honestly.
It's a little bit of a sad matchup. I mean, the matchup wasn't necessarily great to begin with, but you do have to believe in the Sopo. Never give up.
Slug is one of those players that I think is actually fairly good at this matchup, Sopo versus Fox. But I have to say, like, one thing I've learned personally about this matchup is that, like, Sopo can do stuff to you if you try to do stuff to him. So instead, just don't do anything. Like,
just do nothing.
Do some up tilts, do some safe back airs and some down tilts, and throw some lasers in there. Eventually, Sopo will accidentally get KO'd.
Taunt, why not? Just.
All right, maybe don't taunt.
Just hit down repeatedly on the directional stick. See what happens. They got beautiful falling up air there too.
Yep, able to break out of the wobble before it gets started. Nana does have to be in place.
Oh, gets grabbed. Oh, gets the wobble there.
First stock going to Slug. That's always a bit of a morale booster after you lost the last game.
Yes. Just getting you back on track. So I really like the way IBDW plays this too. Like a lot of down tilts, a lot of like the up airs sometimes catching out the climbers as well. Down tilts great in this matchup actually. As you can see there, it just catches them at a perfect kind of range. Shine is also your friend too. Ask any of the foxes who are good at ice climbers. You just want to consistently hit Shine. They'll split up the ice climbers. They'll send them off the stage, etc., etc. IBDW helped my case here too, showing you exactly what Shine does.
That was just like 5 shines in a row.
Yeah, it was exactly it, just to show all of them, like to push them towards the edge, to split them up, to edge guard them. Like IBDW, the case study here for Shine versus Ice Climbers. Oh my! Gets stuck in the tree too. Doesn't get the forward smash, but does get the up air there. Beautiful.
Yep, IBDW just launching himself back into the lead, and Slug is playing from behind once again.
Gets grabbed, but doesn't get anything off it.
Yeah, he mashed out so fast.
He did. You've got to be super quick with those. There you go, over the
You're gonna wait for the tree to go down.
See, I would not let go here just in case, because Pokemon is wild and there's some really weird things that happen. So I would not be letting go of any sort of controller.
You can also have where one of your climbers will get lifted up by the platform, and that'll break up the wobble. I always think that's super funny.
Yeah. I love Pokemon Stadium. I know a lot of people don't, but I think there's just so many fun things that happen there.
I love it, but I think it's bad.
Yeah, no, it's awful. It's a terrible stage, but I wouldn't want to see it go.
Yeah, same.
It's like that really weird auntie that you've got who, you love her because she's family, but she's really weird. You don't want to come around anymore.
Yes, Pokemon Stadium is definitely
she's your weird auntie.
The weird auntie of
the strange uncle. You love them anyway, but you don't care about their crochet. Yeah, no, it's like was it Shine when S2J stomped Plup through the middle?
Yes,
I want to say that was Shine. That's some of the best viewership I've ever.
That's
the most entertaining thing I've ever seen. So I wouldn't want to see it go because I want to see more of that happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. I think that makes it a lot more interesting.
You never know. Okay, that's going to be it for the backup climber. No, still alive and gone. Also, I do like IBDW's choice of. So sometimes as well, they say, hey, you should always go for Nana. Nana, it needs to be the first climber that you always take out, but that's not necessarily the case. Most of the time, sure, but if you're at a disadvantage where, Sobo's going to punish you for it, or Popo at the time, I guess. Yeah.
You need to kind of kill the lead ice climbers if possible. But situationally, you have to pick the right one. And, going for Nana doesn't always work out for you.
And a lot of the times, the really good ICs will expect you to sort of go for Nana, and then they'll try to punish you for doing that.
For doing it, yeah, exactly.
So a quick target switch, similar to how you would in teams, can really capitalize, because Nana's not smart enough to come hit you for trying to Popo.
Yeah, exactly.